Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you guys with this very simple, sexy, smoky eye look. I get asked all the time, especially when I'm teaching or when I go to clients' homes, I can't get a smoky eye, I look like a raccoon. And all I can say is everyone looks like a raccoon because every smoky eye starts out messy. But I really wanted to show you guys and hone in on how you can get a very sexy, I think it looked good. What do you guys think? Anyway, so this is the look that I go for when I'm going out, but I want something sexy and sultry and effortless. I literally only used one product, which was the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. Now, you can set this because it doesn't truly set right away. It might take a little bit, but to me, it just adds a little bit more to that sexy messiness. So stay tuned and I'll show you guys how I got this look. It took me like a half hour to just get this camera on because Mr. Meowgie, my cat, has been to my hip for the last 2 days and he literally hasn't left my side. Every time I walk to the office to film, he's like right there to the hip. But anyway, yes.
So today I'm going to be showing you...
So today I'm going to be showing you guys a one product smoky eye, literally. That's all you need. So let's just get started. So when I do a more complex smoky eye, I tend to do the skin last, but today I'm going to be doing skin first. So the first thing I'm going to do after I've already moisturized, I'm going to take my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. This is a wonderful, cheap alternative to a primer. This works for both oily skin, dry skin, and just normal skin, mature skin as well. It does have like a manly scent to it, but I just take 2 pumps of it, or just a little bit, like a dime size, and put it all over my face. And the key is to rub it in until it starts getting tacky. So the heat from your fingers and just kind of like the rubbing motion makes it tacky. For foundation, I'll be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is a 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. I just use it for foundation. It comes in a pump. Now this is a little bit on the thick side, not super thick, but this reminds me of, is it CoverGirl's foundation or Revlon's foundation? So I'm just gonna take, not even a full pump, dot it all over the face. Now that I look even crazier than I did before, I'm gonna take, this is a, is it Up and Up from Target? This is just a foundation buffing brush. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna spray the brush with MAC Fix Plus. You can spray it with water or with your mist and set. And I'm gonna go ahead and buff this sucker in. So I'm gonna take my dampen beauty blender and just press that into the skin. I'm gonna conceal using the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflage Concealer. This is a little bit full coverage. So I'm gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm gonna dot it where I want it. And I kind of clearly want to highlight with it. Take my beauty blender and blend that out. So I'm gonna set instantly with my Cody AirSpun translucent powder and using my sponge. And because this concealer is a little bit more full coverage, I kind of want to bake under my eyes, even though I don't want to. But this is it's a good concealer. It's very full coverage, and if you don't have creasing under the eyes a lot, you'd like this concealer. I'm also going to do this little trick, this reverse contouring, and just press some on the under the chin there. I'm gonna dust everything away with the Royal and Land Nickel powder brush. This is BMD 101. It's not letting it bake a long time. So as you can see, I pretty much just set the face with the remainder powder. So I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Golden Bronze palette. This is in 003, and I'm gonna use the bronze shade and the blush. I take bronzer on just the end of the brush, like so. Tap off the excess and snatch. So tap it on and then flip the brush over and blend. I'm going out tonight, so Evie's got to be snatched, okay? So this brush is great for blending. I'm not adding any additional product. I'm literally just right down, right down, right down, right there. Look at that, nothing. Drag queen status. So I'm gonna take a little bit, tap it. This is really pigmented, like that. And just take that on the forehead to kind of bring in the shadows. Girl, we got to look skinty, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and add the same blush. I'm just gonna use a Sigma blush brush. And just, I'm gonna tap it onto the skin first and then blend. This isn't a very overly pigmented blush, so I like that you can keep adding, but you can go over with it. Like, you can go overboard, but potato, potato. So now onto the brows. For the brows, I'm going to be using two L'Oreal products. I'm going to be using the Brow Stylist Definer, and this is in the shade Dark Brunette. It comes with a brush, like a spoolie, and the retractable pencil, which I love. This is actually one of the more thinner ones. I do compare this a little bit more waxier than the Anastasia and the NYX one, but I like it just the same. And I'm going to be using the Brow Stylist Plumper, which is one of my favorites. I've like rubbed off the label. I love it. With some little editing magic, I'm gonna have some brows. So now that I have on some brows and like I look ghostly with no eye makeup, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the smoky eye. So for doing any smoky eye, I recommend having at least two brushes. You want something a little bit dense like this. This is from Rite Aid. It's just a really dense brush or a smaller brush, and also a blending brush. My favorite drugstore one is got to be the Sonia Kashuk 109 brush, but I wanted to use my Sigma E35 for one of my most simplistic smoky eye looks. You guys do not need so many eyeshadows and stuff like that. If you really want a smoky eye to last long and be kind of smudgy looking and just sexy, I totally recommend using the NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and this one is in Black Bean. It's one of my favorites, and it's a wonderful base for most eyeshadows. And also a gel liner. This one is the Wet n Wild by Fergie. I think Wet n Wild just now took the Fergie name out and just kind of are claiming the Black Label stuff. And this one's called Little Black Dress. So you can use a gel liner or a black base like this. You can also use a paint pot or one of the color tattoos from Maybelline. So this is just a great way to get a simple smoky eye. I'm gonna go ahead and do the smoky eye using the NYX pencil in Black Bean. So a great tip, if you have hooded eyes and you're concerned about getting a smoky eye, as you guys can see, I have a lot of room on my lid here, so I can take the black all the way up here and then blend it out and get a very dramatic smoky eye. Now, if you have hooded eyes, for the most part, you would have a very small section to work with. My tip for you ladies that have hooded eyes is start small. You can use a pencil like this, or you can use an eyeliner. So I'm gonna show you guys how you would do it with a hooded eye. So you would take and just kind of extend it out of the eye and kind of do an eyeliner like so. So you keep it very low on the eye if you have hooded eyes. I'm clearly not going to just go out like this. So what you're gonna do is take your brush, you're gonna line your eye, and you're gonna take your brush and you're going to blend it. Kind of like an eyeliner, you're just gonna keep blending it. And that's what creamy consistencies help with this. So you're gonna be blending it. And you could take it on the inner corner of the eye. You clearly don't want to add any more product because you want to make sure you blend that out to your liking, and then you can add more product. So you're gonna go ahead and blend it. If you have hooded eyes, this is just for hooded eyes, it's just my tip. And as you can see, I'm pushing this upright like that. So I'm kind of giving myself a cat eye already with this smokiness. So if you want to add more product to the lash line, I recommend you do so. So you just, this pencil is perfect. I'm pushing it into the lash line. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and just kind of blend it. So if you have hooded eyes, you can bring it up a little bit. So if you had hooded eyes, like I can probably rock this look and be fine with it, but I have bigger space to work with, so I can go for it. So if you have hooded eyes, you can stop right there, take your brush, and then you can kind of just start smoking it into your crease. Let's say your crease is right here, because that's where you would open your eye, and if you had hooded eyes, it would be deeper in there. So you would just take the side of the brush. You really only need one brush for this look, but I like to, you know, be extra. And you're just gonna kind of smoke it out a little bit more. Like so. Like that. And if you want to keep adding the black, you can do so. So you're just kind of dotting it in just to darken that lash line. Or you can add a liner if to your liking, if you have like your most favorite liner, just to give you that line. And I'm just blending it. It's really, if you had hooded eyes, this is like the perfect smoky eye. It's blended. You took it up to the little bit of the crease that you had just to blend it out like so. So when you open your eyes, if your eyes were hooded, you'd have a nice smoked out line. Show you guys how I would do it on my big old eye. So I pretty much just start off the same way, except I have a little bit more room to play with. And I'm gonna go ahead and just smear it on my eye like this. Just smear it on. Take that same brush and just work it into the crease. This is really effortless. And I know people are like, oh, I'm gonna look like a raccoon. Stop, stop, drop and roll. Stop and think for a second. How many smoky eye tutorials have you looked at and you're like, and then all of a sudden, bam, okay? We just be patient, my loves, be patient. I think every woman can rock a smoky eye. There's something just so sexy about a rugged look. Like it's just phenomenal. I think everyone can rock it, and that's why I'm showing you guys how to rock a very, very messy smoky eye. That's where my clean brush would come in. I'm going to take my blending brush and kind of just, I don't know, help blend that out. I'm not going into the product of the eye. I'm just helping this blend out because this brush has some product in it. I'm not going to use any eyeshadows. The only thing I'm going to probably do is put an inner corner highlight. This is a very effortless look, ladies. This is a go-to. I'm going out to the club. I want to rock a smoky eye. That's it. Take the remainder of this brush. Because I have big eyes, I don't mind bringing the smokiness down more. Now, if you have small eyes, but you kind of want to bring that line down, you would use more of a detailer brush like this. I'm literally going to use whatever remaining product is in here. So if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes, you would want to either take the product directly to the brush, or this is what you can do. You can, let me just take this brush away from myself. Line your lower lash line with that pencil. Be generous with it, and then take that little brush, take a little bit of Balm, and then just brush it in. But I'm going to use this brush right here. I am going to just smoke out that bottom lash line. There's no additional product on this brush because I already have product on here. So as you can see, it's just coming along. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and I'm gonna come back to you guys. So I know I look like a crazy lady, but you have to finish off your crazy look with some crazy mascara. So I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Rock Manga Voluminous mascara. This is not my favorite mascara for everyday eyes, but for smoky looks like just like this, I love this mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the base of the lash and pull up. It's gonna give you this super dark lash. It's gonna kind of clumpify them a little bit, so you have to be very careful if that's not what you like. You don't even have to worry about like getting mascara on your lid because we're already there. We're already there.
6 hours later.
So I'm gonna actually mix Lip Lingerie with Coco Loco. So I'm gonna line my lips with Coco Loco, which is just a nice warm brown, and then fill in my lips with that. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution. This is their Shimmer Brick Radiant. Absolutely perfect. You can get it at Ulta or on Ulta.com. And I think even their website, $7. Guys, it's amazing. And I'm going to be using my, I don't know if this is a blush brush by Up and Up, but it's one of their Up and Up brushes. Amazing for blending in that highlight. So I'm actually going to take all colors and just tap it like that, back and forth. Front and back, because I love my highlight, guys. And I'm going to take it on the top of the cheeks. I'm going to go back in with this little detailer brush that I showed you guys before. And I'm going to take a mix of pretty much all the shades. Front and back of the brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just highlight the inner corner of the eye, like so. This is how pigmented this highlighter is. Like, look at that. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to spray the face with some homemade setting spray and just set that powder, all these powders, and I'll be back. So my loves, that is the completed simplistic smoky eye look. I hope that my simple tips and tricks help you guys out in the future for whenever you want to do a smoky eye. I hope you guys like this video. Please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.
I know the reason she's so far away.